Well, hello and welcome people. It's been a little while. I've finally, after a couple of days, got enough of the tricky treats to buy the final costume, the Deathwing costume. So I'm going to show you that quickly. It's pretty cool stuff from my tricky treats. In the end it took 3 more days of doing basically the daily quests in the Garrison, trading the spooky supplies for the tricky treats, doing the Headless Horseman and doing the Undercity Cleanup Stormwind quest and the Headless Horseman in Goldshire. That was pretty doable, so I've now got both the Exquisite Costume Set Lich King and Exquisite Costume Set, where is it? Deathwing. Who looks like that? Which is pretty damn cool. A bit mean. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to be doing some pet stuff today. As a starter to my doing lots of pet stuff on streams. I've been looking at how to beat these 3 Garrison pets. They're quite tricky. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, use Pandora and Water Spirit." Well, I don't have that. I haven't really got that far with the pet taming stuff. What I have got is old school pets and regular pets from the world, which I'm going to try and beat them with. The team I'm going to try using is Mr. Pinchy, Magical Crawdad, Alpine Foxling, and Rapana Whelk. In fact, they're there. And hopefully this will work just as well. Mr. Pinchy has got most of the same skills as the Pandarian Water Spirit, which everyone likes to use. Alpine Foxling kit has the key skills that you need from Chromius, which is the other favoured nuke team, which is Howl and Bite. And Rapana Whelk has a nice dive ability that comes up, does a fair bit of damage. So let's see how it goes. I'm not quite sure if this is going to work, because I haven't tried it before, but I haven't had too bad a luck with doing the other teams. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that once, just to do a little bit of damage. And he's going to heal himself. And then I'm going to use Whirlpool, which puts like a mine underneath him, which will go off in a couple of turns. And now I'm actually going to swap to Alpine Foxling kit and use Howl, which should boost the effect of the Whirlpool hugely. See, that's pretty nice. Then bite him. Oh, and he's almost dead. One more bite, we'll do it. Lovely. That's the first one down. I haven't lost anyone yet. I'm going to do Dazzling Dance, so my team goes first for the next 9 turns. I'm going to do 1 bite and then leave. And swap back over to Mr. Pinchy. Who again is going to Whirlpool. Swap out for my pup. Oh, poor pup. And hopefully finish off with Mr. Pinchy. Right, so I've still got 2 pets alive, one on half health and one on full. So I'm going to do another quick Whirlpool. And I'm going to swap to Rapana Whelp. Basically I'm going to keep on trying to avoid being hit by him at all. And just stay alive as long as possible with it. Ooh, this is going to be tight though. Yeah, one more hit from Mr. Pinchy should do the job by the looks of things. So there we go. How to beat the Stone Chewer, Rock Biter and Acid Tooth combo using reasonably common pets that are obtainable any time of the year without already being a massive pet master. I'll hand that in. A nice thing about these quests is you can do them right across your account. So any level 90s you've got that have got this open, for instance. Actually, I think you might have to have level 3 Garrison for this. So, but you can get lots of pet charms very quickly like this. I get 88 a day by doing it on all 11 of my level 100 alts, some of which just barely have garrisons. It's literally I leveled them up to 100 and pretty much stopped using them for anything there. And then you can, by using those tokens, you can buy either some nice pets, a couple of toys. I think there's 3 toys. Yeah, 4 pets. The Dusty Spallwing is actually well worth getting if you don't have any rare moth pets. I really like the moth pets. They've got a very strong defense that's on cooldown pretty much every other turn, and you can just pretty much spam defeat a lot of Pandarian and Draenor battles just by using moths, and quite often you'll win the battle on your first moth. So I would recommend getting that if you don't have any. Otherwise, go out and get yourself 3 rare moths. Really useful combo for a lot of fights. You can also use the marks to buy all this good stuff here. So there's like add a level, turn any pet to rare, mystery bag which has those 2 kind of tokens in, or other ones, XP increasing food for your pets. So there's some good stuff there. And once you've got your combos sorted out, it's really easy to either make a note of them. I use something called Pet Battle Master, which stores my teams so that when I come back, it just automatically, what I can do is I just click on here in the window, and it will just pick out the team and set all of their skills up how I want them. In fact, what I'm going to do is, now I know that this one beats the Ore Eater guys. What are they called? There you go, they're saved now with their skill slots. So now if I go and, for instance, pick my 3 moth team that I use for beating Marolu, you can see it automatically swaps them all over, or I can swap straight back to my Goren team. So that's really cool. So that's Pet Battle Master and Pet Battle Teams. Pet Battle Master basically gives you a bunch of extra windows. There we go, this is Pet Battle Master, and then the teams things adds that list that you just saw there. So it makes pet battling a lot easier, and you don't have to sort of use pen and paper to store all of your settings. So that's that. Not really quite sure what to do next, because that was a lot shorter than I was expecting. I was expecting to have to take a couple of tries against those 3 to actually get that to work. There is one thing I would like to do, which is having a look at doing the entry quest for the Garrison Pet Shack. People get stuck on those fights. They shouldn't be too hard if you've got reasonable level 25 wild pets. So I'm going to do is swap to a character that hasn't done them at all, and just show you how I did the entry fights for getting your pet shack upgraded in the first place. So let's just log out. Alright, so as you can see, my pet shack is yet to be upgraded to have the battle ring. Pets versus pests. There are 3 elite pets in your garrison who are kind of tricky to beat until you know the strategies. The first one we're going to have a look at, I think it's called Caratus Maximus. He appears in my herb garden over here. Like all elites, he's got a lot of hit points and he hits like a truck, but one problem he has got is that he tends to dispel any bad effects you put on him pretty much every turn. So using any kind of dots and things like that on him isn't very effective. Now this is a little bit luck based, but I have found, I don't know why every time I move that window everything goes really slow, but one of my favourite groups, the 3 times frogs, is absolutely brilliant for him, and all I'm going to do is spam frog kiss. If it goes off and stuns him for a bit, that's all well and good. He will then waste a turn cleansing himself, and apart from that, as you use it each time, the damage stacks and stacks and stacks. So we've got our frogs ready, let's go and give him a bash. Caritas Maximus, your time has come. So literally all I'm going to be doing is pressing 3 the entire time through the fight. As you can see, it's a strong attack against him. And it will just get stronger and stronger. There he goes, force cleansing himself. Now that was really lucky. On my other characters I don't generally get them down on with the first pet, which is why I have 3 frogs as opposed to 1. But you might get lucky and get him first time down like that. The next one is Gorfu. Now Gorfu's problem is really mostly that he does a nasty AoE and he hits like a truck. And there's nothing special apart from that. And for him, I am going to use my 3 moth setup, which is actually 2 moths and Glitter Chick, who is a sort of flying pet who thinks they're a magic pet. I'm actually probably not going to use Glitter Chick, but I will be using my level 22 garden moth and my level 22 Luyu moth. And hopefully my level 22 moth will prove to you that with the right pet you don't even have to be max level. So there's Gorfu, who I can't. In fact, as you can see, my pet battle master automatically loads the right team when I select an NPC that has the same name as the team. So let's go in there. First off, I'm just going to go for Cocoon Strike. It goes up in the air after doing an attack, and he just blocks. And we're basically going to use that every time it's on cooldown. Use Moth Dust, hopefully will send him to sleep, but otherwise just does a load of damage. This looks like it might be an overwhelming victory for my level 22 Moth. And there we go, that's Gorfu gone, without even having a max level pet. And then finally, there is a rather nasty, stinky rat just outside my garrison door gateway. Now I don't really have a setup for this, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to carry on and use the moth thing, my moth team, and see if that works. He's not really that hard, he kind of hits hard and that's about it. Here he is, the nasty, nasty thing, getting into all the food supplies and stuff. Same play as before. So that nuke there gets blocked. They're not even doing extra damage against him, but I think they will do the trick. I might have to use all of the team now. Yeah, he's doing quite a lot of damage to my garden moth. And then cocooning. Ooh. And there we go. And that was, I mean, that was again a bit of a lucky run. It's not usually that easy, but with the team that I've just shown you, it should be quite doable. And now we can go and hand in our Pets versus Pest quest and hopefully open up the Pet Battle Arena. Ta-da! And I think just for the hell of it, I'm going to get another character. So now I've got 12. I've got 2 accounts, both of which are linked together, so I can send stuff around between them. So let's get up our pet team for the Gorens. They're all fresh because I just healed them. And let's give it a go. So I start with Surge just to make him heal initially, so he wastes a turn doing that. Set up my nuke, run away and get the howl on. Oh, that stung. Oh, that did even more damage than last time. And then bite whilst I've still got howl up. And another final bite should do the job. Now Geezer should be off cooldown. I swap to Magical Crawdad. Actually, this time I'm going to play it a bit different. I'm going to go Geezer and then immediately swap. And I think your cooldown should be up, yeah. Don't know if he's going to please survive another hit. I'd like to get this combo off again. No, okay. Oh, so this is playing out a little bit differently. But hopefully I'll still make it. I think it probably doesn't hurt to get a heal off there. Lay down my nuke. And hopefully Mr. Crawdad is going to survive. If I swap out to Welk, then I might get another chance to do another nuke. Lovely. So similar situation, I've got 1 and a bit pets left. I don't think Mr. Pinch is going to last very long. Let's get straight into the ground and get that nuke combo ready. Boom. I suspect if I use Mr. Pinch, he's probably going to die pretty much immediately. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, shame, but worth a try anyway. Let's get a bit of a dot up on him so it's just doing a bit more damage. Oh, nice crit. Lovely crit. We're probably finishing with a regular attack, can't we? Super! So as you can see, that's a really effective combo versus those guys. Mr. Pinchy, the Magical Crawdad, can be replaced with Pandora and Water Spirit or anything else that has that Whirlpool ability where you lay the nuke down. Alpine Foxing Kit can be replaced by Chromius or I think it's Stitched Pupling have the same howl ability, which is the main thing that you need. Rapana Welk probably can be replaced by something that has any kind of shielding attack, really. is basically just his having staying power against that last guy, or being able to avoid a couple of things. You might even be able to use the moth to do it, but I don't know if the moth's damage type is appropriate for winning that battle. And another 8 pet charms for me. So thank you for following and watching me today. I will be putting this up on YouTube as I do with all my videos once I've given it a little editing, a bit of a clean up. And we'll look at tomorrow's pet battle challenges here. I will also, when I do the YouTube video, I'm also going to be sticking on how to kill all of the Outland bosses, which I basically just did as a recording. I haven't done that as a stream at all. And what was it? Outland I did, I can't remember now. Northrend, and there's a guy called Major Pain who is a major pain in Outland. He lives right up to his name. Big sticking point, had me stuck for ages and ages, so I'll be dropping how to beat him into my YouTube thing as well. The YouTube link is in my main profile. But for this afternoon, thanks for watching. I might be coming back doing some more vanilla stuff with Nelbin in a little bit, but I've got to set up my client and fiddle around with stuff there. Anyway, bye bye.
Go in peace.